My name's Matty and I run a personal finance and property channel. I'm here today with Mike Fellows from Karl Tatler's Lettings department. Today we're going to be going over the most frequently asked questions that I get asked on my channel about the world of lettings. How does a lettings agent help with regulations?
Well, we're able to keep up to date with the regulations because we're part of professional organisations that are linked with government and they offload that information to us. We have training sessions in-house and the guys then can import that information to our clients. As far as clients are concerned, if they don't know a regulation, they don't know it. And that's our business to tell them.
What is involved in letting out a property?
Well, there's more to it than you'd think. It's not just about finding the tenants, but we have to sort out the EPC, the EICR, gas certification, sanction checks for the tenants. And to be honest, that's why you employ an agent, because we're able to cover all those things and get it done seamlessly without you even noticing it's being done.
So now that the tenant's in the property, I'm assuming that a landlord doesn't have anything to do anymore.
Well, what we do is we collect the rent every month. We carry out regular inspections of the property to make sure that the tenant's happy there and the property's been looked after. And then on an ongoing basis, we make sure that any regulations that do come into force, we implement them. And when your documentation runs out, say your EPC or your EICR, we're aware of that and we action that and get it put right.
I bought my first property when I was 18 and became a landlord at 22. Could I have done that a bit sooner?
Well, yeah, you could have done. If you're old enough to buy a property, which for most people is the age of 18, you're then old enough to be a landlord.
How are monthly rental prices calculated?
Well, we do our local market research and comparable evidence and ascertain what other properties in the area have rented out for, and that's how we would come working out the rent.
Okay, so let's say, for example, that I own a property with yourselves and it's been a year and I want to increase the rent. How would you go about that?
Well, we do a rent review, so it goes across the valuer's desk, so they will advise what the reasonable rent is. It has to be in line with market trends. So you can't just put it up by inflation, because inflation is at 10% or whatever. It's got to be by market trend. If it hasn't gone up, you can't put it up.
Okay, so a landlord can't just increase their prices to whatever they want?
Not just to whatever they fancy, no.
Okay. So is it still worth being a landlord?
Well, yeah, definitely. Rents have been going up over the recent years. Sales prices are going up. There's incredible demand. There's a whole generation of people out there who are renters now, because obviously they're getting a deposit together to buy is so difficult. So with capital growth and the income coming in each month, it still makes it quite an attractive proposition.
Is it still worth it though, with all of the regulations surrounding being a landlord?
Well, yeah, yes, there are more regulations involved these days. Obviously, we've got the Renters' Rights Act that's coming in on the 1st of May, which puts a lot of emphasis on the landlords to make sure that all their documentation is correct and present. But to be honest, if you have an estate agent looking after your rental property, well then it's our business to make sure that we keep all that in place.
Does the Renters' Right Bill affect you?
Yeah, it does affect the tenant. The contract they will have signed, the tenancy agreement, has no end date now, where previously it would have been a 6-month or a 12-month. Now it's what we call a periodic tenancy agreement. The notice period a tenant has to give it was 1 month. Now they have to give 2 months, but they can start giving that notice at any stage during the tenancy agreement. From their point of view, the landlord, if they move into a house, the tenant has got 12 months exclusivity on that property, where the landlord can't ask them to leave up until that 12-month period.
Okay, so I'm a landlord myself. How is this going to affect me?
There are more regulations that are coming alongside the notice periods we mentioned about with tenants. So from the notice period, a landlord has to give 4 months notice if he wants a tenant to leave. They have to have a good reason for the tenant. It can't be, as we used to have a Section 21 notice where it was a no-fault eviction. There now has to be a reason. But that reason could be antisocial behaviour, it could be rent arrears.
So thank you for your time today, going through all the questions, and it was really nice to meet you.
No problem.
Thank you.